Okay, that should do it. There's our projected budget. We should be okay since it's not that much. Documents are all set to go. Now we just need to get the dean to approve them. Maybe now go to the dean. Girls' locker room. Oh, is this where Nana, Saki, and Mio hang out and have their whole, like, cutscene? Hello. I don't want to have anything... Mickey Mouse? I don't want to have anything to do with the campus festival. Rather spend the time relaxing. Why should I have to get roped into this crap? Whatever you say, Mickey. What a name for a character that isn't just Mickey Mouse. You know, we don't go to the dean's office. Bum. I have no idea where I'm supposed to go at all. Just says the day of the festival. Can we help? There's probably someone specific I have to talk to. They're quite I talked to you already. Look how prices are, blah blah blah. Talk to those two, the candy and the popcorn person. I'm great at science and biology, but I'm really a novice in the kitchen. Oh well, I'll work on getting the basics at least. Oh hi, you want to try one? It's pretty good. What is it though? Oh, coffee ice cream? Orange ice cream? I'm just gonna buy all of this. I have no idea where to go, dude. They didn't tell me. It just says like, hey, can we help? But there's probably someone specific I have to talk to. Hello? Maybe I should take a little breather before I walk around more. I've heard all the rumors, sure, but I love the atmosphere here. I love that they even have a sidewalk cafe. I've always heard stories about how I should visit the Royal Academy if I ever traveled. There we go. Huh? Professor Alba, is that you? Well, Estella and Joshua, this is a pleasant surprise. I trust you're doing well. Are you invited here for the festival? Sadly, no. I'm here on other business. I've come to investigate a new discovery within the Sephiroth Tower. You've got to be kidding me. So now is when you're supposed to do the tower. We are going to go back there because I imagine there's going to be some lore there for getting to the top. I was hoping the Academy could provide me with some useful materials. Wow, you're really dedicated. Well, I have to be. Research hasn't made me wealthy, so I'm fueled by pure enthusiasm. On a related note, the Academy's curriculum is divided into a few courses, isn't it? Will there be any exhibitions? Yes, although 3 of the courses available to study here are only social studies classes. Although of the 3 courses available to study here, only social studies will have an exhibition. The students are displaying the results of an independent research project. I see. I recall my own days as a student. So where's that research publication made? Oh, okay. This must be your first time at an academy, right? Let's see. How to explain this. Just have Joshua explain it. Indeed, the campus is fairly littered with buildings. If you'd like, we could just take you there. That would be helpful, but I'd hate to spoil your fun. It's fine. We're not doing anything major right now. I see. Well, in that case, I would greatly appreciate you showing me to the exhibition hall, whenever you have the time. I'll be waiting for you here in the cafeteria. Yeah, right now is fine. My, the students here are fortunate. I certainly wish my own meals only cost this much. Well, you certainly put out all the stops, haven't you? So many areas of interest from the history to economics. Thank you so much. This looks smashing fun. Looks like smashing fun. It was my pleasure to help, sir. Social studies is my major, so I hope you enjoyed looking around. I've never been any good at this whole academics thing. Are you good at anything other than beating up things with a staff? One of these days you're really gonna have to get over that. Being a bracer requires knowledge in many different areas of study. Well, I mentioned to start looking around, so if you'll excuse me. Thanks for showing me the way here. Alright. Miss Chloe. Oh, and now Clem's here. And the other kids. Oh, you're all here. Hey kiddos, glad you can make it. Are you having fun? Yeah, it's awesome. I ate so much candy I puked. I told you not to be such a pig. Is Matron Theresia with you? Yep, she's talking to those people over there. Here she is. Good afternoon, all. Matron Theresa. Good afternoon, Matron. Thank you very much for inviting us here today. The children and I have enjoyed it greatly. Hey, Miss Chloe, when's your plaything supposed to start? We've all been looking forward to it. I see. Well, you'll have to wait just a little bit longer. Did you know that both Estelle and Joshua are going to be in the play with me? Really? That's going to be so cool. What part are you going to play, Mr. Joshua? Oh, well, how to put this? You'll just have to wait and see, won't you? By the way, are you guys still staying in Minoria? Yeah, through the continued goodwill of the innkeepers. That said, however... Hey guys, do you want to see the costumes that will be used for the play? There are pretty dresses and suits of armor. Pretty dresses? Suits of armor? I guess I have your attention. I'll give you an exclusive sneak peek at them before the play even starts. Yay! I want to go too. I'll be backstage, come when you're ready. Okay, now follow me. Joshua is such a thoughtful boy. I didn't want to speak of this in front of the children, understandable. You mean... Yes, I've chosen to accept the mayor's offer. We will impose upon the Minorians no longer. I will tell the children today after the festival. I see. That's sad, but I suppose you have no choice. Please don't look at me so. Grand Cell is easily reachable by airship. Moreover, I can look for work while I'm still there. If I save enough Mira, I'll be able to rebuild the orphanage someday. Matron. Now then, let's find the children, shall we? I would imagine they're a bit much for Joshua to handle on his own. Whoa, this is so cool. I wonder if I can wear it. Oh, with how short you are. I wish I could try on a white dress. Well, you look like you're having fun. Huh? Where'd Joshua go? Mr. Joshua? He left after he brought us here. He said wait here until the girls arrive. Is something wrong? I know. Mr. Joshua went looking for the guy with silver hair. Silver hair? Yeah, he helped us get out of the fire before. His hair's all shiny and pretty. What? So he's been seen on campus? Uh-huh, just for a second though. Mr. Joshua sure was surprised. Polly, you dummy. Why didn't you come and tell any of us? Because I was eating a crepe. Oh, crepes are pretty good. Estelle. I know. I'll be right back, Matron. Yeah, that's fine. Chloe, would you please go with her? Don't worry about us, we'll be fine. By your leave, Matron. Hey, you're going too? Yeah, I'm sorry. We'll see you at the play. Yeah, it's gonna knock your socks off. Anyway, let's go find Joshua. I don't know who that guy with silver hair is, but even without meeting him, he totally creeps me out. Just a moment, please. Sieg! Oh, the best character is back. Squeak! I need to ask you something. Did you see where Joshua went? Squeak! I don't think I'll ever get tired of that. Wait, is he headed? Honestly, I'm with Estelle. I'll never get tired of it either. To the old school building down the back road, yes. Shall we? Alright. A little detour before the play then. Bum, bum, bum. The Academy back road. Old schoolhouse. We're gonna get some Cold Steel reference here. Except this is not Thor's. Bum, bum, bum. This looks like Galarno's mansion from Arcalad 2. This one room and then it leads here reminds me of Galarno's mansion. Just looking around for treasure, don't mind me. Bum bum. Hey, EP charge. This part seems to drag a bit. I'm gonna be honest, Trails in the Sky's beginning seems to drag. But, like, similar to Cold Steel, I just think this game is kind of a slow burn. I talked about this before, but, like, I'm not hating the game. I'm not really, like, super, like, loving the game. Like, I'm interested. I'm not bored necessarily, but, like, there's nothing about the game so far that I'm like, oh, this was amazing and wonderfully done. In fact, I'm gonna be honest with you, Cold Steel didn't get interesting till, like, the very, very late game. I'm not expecting anything, like, mind-blowing until, like, the late game of this game. Or even in this game at all. Like, I played Cold Steel, and my expectations are kind of tampered. If I played this game first, I would have, like, felt differently. But since I played Cold Steel and then went to Cold Steel 2, then, you know, it's like, you know, I'm expecting Sky 1 to be, like, you know, kind of build-up, because it is build-up. Like, the game is fine. But I also, like, I'm not really like, oh, this was amazing. Joshua and Estelle seem like neat protagonists. I will say they seem like better protagonists than Reen in the first game. Reen in the first Cold Steel was, like, not a very good protagonist in my mind. He was a lot better in the second one. So, I feel like Sky, Estelle and Joshua seem a lot more interesting as protags. Strange. I could have sworn... But it couldn't be. Joshua. Hey, what's up? Hey, you two. You need to stop making us worry about you. I almost had a heart attack when I heard you went chasing after some guy with silver hair. How'd you know? Polly told us. I guess she saw you. Ah, she's a pretty sharp-eyed kid. I did follow a man matching that description on his way out. On this way. But I guess I lost him. Oh my. He must have been pretty talented if he managed to give you the slip. Any idea who he was? I'm afraid not. I don't think it was our arsonist, though. I tailed him as long as I could. I see. By the way, why'd you run off by yourself? My thoughts exactly. You could have at least left us a message. Sorry, I didn't mean to worry you. Who said I was worried? I was just pointing out the importance of teamwork. Come on, Estelle. You're a terrible liar. Not 5 minutes ago you were in a total panic. I was not. And hey, you were pretty concerned yourself. Thank you both. Your attention, please. All play personnel, please report to the auditorium right away. Once again, all play personnel. Oh yeah, it's almost time, isn't it? Yeah, we should get into costume. The play will start soon. Alright, then let's do this. Oh, what about the guy with silver hair? I suppose that all we can do is let Karna know and warn her to keep an eye out. The three then spoke to Karna about the silver-haired man. 30 minutes later. But yeah, Trails in the Sky. There hasn't been, like, we're almost 20 hours in the game. There hasn't been, like, none of the moments in the game have been, like, atrocious or bad. It's just been average. I guess average is how I would describe the game so far. It's been average. Like, the characters seem fine to neat, like, neat to fine. Nothing super outstanding. The gameplay seems fine. The story seems like it's barely anything. It seems fine. So, like, it's just been average at the moment. It's really gonna come down to how the climax of the game is. Because, again, I'm expecting this game to be build-up like the first Cold Steel was. Mostly build-up. For all build-up, for that matter. So it's gonna come down to how they handle the climax and even SC a little bit. Because this is like one giant prologue to Sky 2, basically, from what I'm told. Now, it's different when you compare it to something like Arc the Lad. Arc the Lad 1 is an 8-hour game. As a prologue to Arc the Lad 2, I like that more, because Arc the Lad 1 is also the same. It's, like, not very interesting, but it's also a really short game. And it acts as a prologue for the second game, and then the second game gets really, really good. So I'm much more a fan of that kind of approach, where Arc the Lab 1 is entirely build up, but it's all short game as a result. So, you know. But also Arc the Lab 1 has other problems, like balancing issues. Wow, look at all the people. Okay, now I'm getting kind of nervous. You'll be fine, Estelle. This is what all the rehearsals were for. Besides, once we start up, you'll forget they're even there. You're the type that can only focus on one thing at a time anyway. Just one thing at a time, huh? Well, I guess I'll just focus on the boy in the dress then. That'll be easy. Okay. You two have your little spat another time. This year's campus festival is already a big success. Though we have many esteemed individuals here, such as the Duke and the Mayor, we can't afford to be intimidated. So just remember our #1 rule and you'll be fine. If you're gonna puke, do it off stage. What a rule that is. We've done a good job keeping the festival lively so far. Now let's close it out with a real bang. That sound is awful. It sounded like my game crashed. I need to like take a deep breath. I'm gonna have to read a lot for this play. Without further ado, the Student Council proudly presents Madrigal of the White Magnolia. Enjoy the show. In year 1100 of the Septian calendar, 100 years ago, Liberl was still a land of nobles and aristocrats. The commoners too held some power, and they were prodigious traders that grew more influential with each passing year. During this period, there was much friction between the classes, and the nobles and commoners clashed often. As time went on, these clashes intensified. The intercession of the royal family and the church failed to end their squabbling. The stage was set for a final conflict. A year had passed since illness stole the king from his people. Our tale begins on an early spring evening in the rooftop of the garden of Grancel Castle. Oh, Joshua. The streetlights shine on everyone, each bright with their own happiness. Ah ha ha, Bright! Estelle, Joshua Bright, although he's not Joshua Bright right now. And in spite of that, and here you are, Princess. Please don't you think you should be going to bed soon, Your Royal Highness? Staying up so late can surely do you no good. It's alright if I should fall ill. If that happened, then perhaps I could avoid becoming the last ember in this dying flame we call Liberl. Please do not speak of such things. Your Highness, you are the most exalted individual in Liberl. If you were to take a husband, you could take control of the kingdom. I will not marry. Despite my father's wishes, I shall not consent to it. But why, Your Highness? You have two fine men as suitors, after all. One is Sir Julius of the Chivalric Order of the Imperial Guards, and the eldest son of a duke. And Sir Oscar. Commoner though he may be, he has been recognized often in his battles against the Empire. Both such fine men. No one knows better than I the quality of their characters. Oh, Oscar, Julius, how am I to choose between you? Oh my, isn't that Joshua playing the role of the princess? I suppose that Jill put a great deal of thought into this reverse casting business. Indeed, ma'am, he plays his role well, but the two maids leave much to be desired. Of course, the main characters are going to be complimented. Do you remember, Oscar? How we spent our boyhood days in this alley, running about and pretending our sticks were swords. I could never forget Julius. In those days, it was all so simple, with you and Cecilia alike. I treasure that time greatly. I recall how stunned I was. I would always conspire to play with her in secret, only to discover another had been doing the same. She was as lovely as the sight of the falling petals in spring. Indeed, fair Cecilia was like unto our very own sun. But her light would dim with each passing day. The nobles and commoners, the fury of that conflict could have never been avoided. The princess's grief is easily understandable. Cruel fate mock us so, for it is our very existence that has brought her such sorrow. Oh wow, they're so cool. I hate to say it, but the guy kind of looks cuter than the girls. Hush now and watch the show.